and I kick it, yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Antonio Dreadnoughts. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From the gun on third down, Jones completes it to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and 1.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, He needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
It's third down.
A shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Matt Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And out.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Off play action. Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now this time he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Forced out to his, and the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
The first quarter with no score.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go. Show it. Show it.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 78 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Josh Lambo lining up for the play.
The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Second and 5. And this one is incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 8 yards there and a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Jones now throwing on first down. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. Touchdown! Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Red Knots 14. Falcons.
And Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 33-yard line.
Second and 2. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devin Duvernay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Is good.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
First and 10.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a first down throw that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tariq Cohen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completion.
And he's into the clear. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. KJ Hamler with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Shift! Watch the shift!
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
First down.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least got a periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. J.K. Dobbins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Jones to throw on third down. Flushed out right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down, Falcons.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
23 yards.
That third down conversion good for 23. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive